Hello and welcome to our very last class in our 40-day challenge, number 40. So just a preemptive congratulations for making it this far. That is awesome. This may be one of our shortest videos in a long time because I believe in ending strong, but why does the last class have to be the hardest? I think it's good to incorporate the self-care and the tapering. There's a reason why Olympians taper before race day, right? So here we are doing this. I have to apologize for my hair. We have a pose that will be lying on our back today. It looks like I'm trying to be a unicorn. Like what? I don't even know what I did. Anyway, let's get started. So, first, things you'll need. You might want a strap today. We'll do upper body today. We did legs yesterday. So we'll do upper body stretching today. A strap, maybe a couple blocks. I always like to have a couple blocks just for laziness purposes. If nothing else, like to pop up and just, hang out for stuff. And blankets, always blankets. Yeah. Okay, let's get started in your centering posture. We'll do just a quick centering today. We'll keep it nice and short today because it's your last day, so it should be fun. Taking your Balasana Child's Pose or whatever your centering posture is. And even though you might be feeling a little bit excited, I'm feeling a little bit kind of excited, but trying to take a deep breath through the nose. And on the exhale through the nose, soften, soften, soften. Really relaxing, feeling heavy, feeling an inner peace, inner calm. Because even though we might be feeling excited about the last day, we still want it to be a beneficial class. And we are doing some deep stretches. So we want to allow all of the muscles to soften and relax today. And taking a moment to set an intention for today's practice. Maybe it's nothing more than feeling proud of yourself. Maybe it's an intention that's already come to fruition, such as I did something, I accomplished something. Or maybe it's something that you've had the same intention your whole challenge. Whatever that intention is, holding on to it for a moment. And then slowly come on up to seated. If you need to do a little downward dog in between, sometimes I like to. Today I just was like, I'm not moving. But you're at home, you can do a little down dog and then join us in seated. First arm asana. Right arm goes up, sending it back. Left hand guides that elbow. So we're trying to, in this one, guide it to be 180. So most of us will be kind of here, and we'll feel that stretch as the elbow moves this way. But try not to arch the back, but instead moving it in the shoulder joint. Having said that, I like to use the word guide the elbow. We're not reefing on it or forcing it in any way, especially in our yin practice, because it is a passive type of stretching, and we're not warm first. We want to find just that edge and then hold. Those fingertips are working their way down the back. Maybe even leaning into that shoulder if that feels right. Just a few deep breaths here. Slowly release. And then other side. So left arm goes up, heading back, right hand guides the elbow. I like to start to walk my fingertips down the back so that I can know that I'm in good alignment with that top shoulder. A few deep breaths. And slowly, slowly release. Next up is the bottom half of our Gomukhasana, our cow face arm. So right arm goes behind the back. And see how I'm smiling as my arm goes behind my back? And honestly, without helping this arm, I'm going to show you how tight my shoulder is. This is it. This is how far my arm wants to go, but I need to get it a little bit higher. I don't need to, but I know it can. And the reason why it's being blocked here is because, if you can see, this shoulder is pitching forward a bit. You see it pitching forward? So I need to open it up this way, and then there's more room. It has to do with the very top of that upper arm. This is where you might want to use a strap. Actually, I think I'm going to today. I usually prefer not to, but on account of awkward. But it is actually sometimes really useful. I'm just holding here. With that right shoulder back, if you lean forward, sometimes that increases the stretch a little bit. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's too much, and you don't want to do that. And slowly, slowly release. Oh. It's been a while, I feel it's like, since we did that one. And then the other side, so left arm, down, around, back, and up. For me, this is my better side. It works a lot easier. Usually your dominant arm is the one that's the tightest. So when it's behind your back, it's a little more challenging. And slowly, slowly release. And it's nice to get that one done with. Unless you like that one. Does anyone really like that one? I'm curious, does anyone like that one ever on earth? Maybe someone with really open shoulders doesn't mind that one. This one though, even though my shoulders are tight, I really like this one. So it's not always about the easiest ones are the best. I find this one really challenging, but for some reason it feels really nice. So this is the one where we are on our tummies, and then right arm goes through, and we're trying to keep the shoulders square, thumb pointing up, and wrap the fingers around. Feeling that stretch right where that crease is. And we'll begin. I find it difficult to talk through this one because it's so awkward. So I'll chat with you during the next stretch. Softening a little more in this one. And slowly, slowly come on out, and we'll switch sides. And my arm feels so much looser after that. Oops, I won't start this until we get into it. The left arm goes through, thumb points up, wrap the fingers around, and try to keep everything nice and square as you lower down onto the floor. Here we go. And slowly, slowly, come on up. We're right in the right position for our Sphinx pose or seal. And remember, if you need a couple extra blocks, if you're a little bit more flexible, you can grab those. And when you're ready, propping yourself up, either on your forearms or going for full seal. You can go up into the hands. Once you're in, whatever variation you're in, trying to get the mid-back moving. Our lumbar spine likes to do most of the bending. And I know that some people go too far with that and think, I have to not bend at all in my lumbar spine, which is not true either. It's naturally the most flexible, and that's fine. But we want to kind of put a little bit of extra effort into the mid-back. Maybe even closing the eyes, finding that stillness. slowly, slowly start to release. Even slower with back bends. The back likes to move slowly, slowly, slowly. And either stack the arms and rest the forehead on the arms or a cheek, or if you're feeling like child's pose is available at this time, pressing up and back. Some people need to be just on their bellies for a minute after that intense stretch. For me, I feel usually totally fine to grab a child's pose. It's listening to your body is what's most important. And slowly come on all the way up. And we'll just take a moment. If you need a child's pose instead, because you're maybe on your belly for a moment, feel free to do that. And what we'll head into next is twisted roots. So we'll lay all the way onto our backs. And when you're ready, as always, a two-legged twist is available, or a one-legged if the twisted roots is too intense. But I'll walk us through twisted. So crossing right over left, and then the hips move to the right as the knees move to the left. Both shoulders remain on the floor. And if it's available, looking over to the right. Belly scoops in, pressing the low back into the floor. Unravel and wind. Between sides, hug the knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side. And then heading into the second side. So left crosses over right. Hips go to the left as the knees go to the right. Scooping the belly in. Press the low back into the floor. Unravel, unwind. And when you're ready, hug the knees into your chest. And gently rock from side to side. From here, heading into plow pose. Let's see how I'm going to set myself up. Whenever you're ready, if you want to go ahead and head into it, you can feel free. I'm going to go backwards. Otherwise, legs up is a good alternative if you're not wanting to do the full Halasana plow pose today. And to come out, as always, slower than you think you need to. Try to use your arms as landing gear. Slowly, 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 slowly. And then when you arrive, remain in neutral spine for a few moments. And then heading into our Uttanasana Padasana prep. I'm just shifting and moving a little bit. But hopefully you're set up so that you don't have to. Arms along your sides, palms facing down. And here we go. Pressing into the elbows, lifting up through the heart, a little bit of a counter stretch. Heart lifts, head lowers back. For 1, heart lifts even more. For 2, creating as much space between your back and the floor as possible. For 3, lifting, lifting, lifting. For 4, and 5. Slowly lowering back, and then we'll just head right into Shavasana from here. If your back needs a little extra support today, feel free to keep those knees bent with the feet on the floor. Otherwise, extend the legs on the ground, arms along the sides, palms facing up, and closing the eyes. After we do Halasana plow pose, the back often feels a little funny. Just know that that's normal. Lots of extra blood flow to areas that don't usually stretch. Know that your spine is getting healthier and your neck is getting healthier Your whole body is getting healthier just by lying there right now after the work you just did. And softening everything, especially through the neck and the shoulders, and all the way down the arms as well. Letting those fingers softly curl, softening through the face, softening around the eyes, and even the muscle between the eyes. Just letting it all go. And if you'd like to stay a little longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, wiggling fingers and toes. And gently roll your head from side to side. And reaching your arms above head on the floor, give yourself a big stretch, feeling totally refreshed. Then bending the knees in one at a time. Gently roll over to the right side and just pause there for a few moments as you come back. And slowly start to press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position, taking all the time you need. And when you arrive, palms facing up on the knees, inhale, sitting up tall, and exhale, softly close the eyes. Taking those final moments to give yourself an extra special thank you for showing up to your practice today and the last 39 days to take care of you. And then taking an extra couple moments to thank anyone silently who may have helped you get through this challenge. Maybe it was someone who did some babysitting for you, or I don't know, helped encourage you in some way. Just giving a little thanks to someone who may have helped you. And slowly open the eyes. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today and the last 39 days for this Zero to Hero 40-day yoga challenge. I am so, so proud of you. And yeah, I don't want it to end. It's gonna. I'm gonna let you go early today. If you want to, in the comment section, just say, I did it, so I can personally congratulate you. That would be kind of cool. And yeah, as of this video, which is my today, who knows, you might be watching this 5 years from now. But as of September 2020, I don't have a next challenge to start yet. But when I do, I will put that in a link in the description below. Otherwise, I'll just be posting regularly more yoga. So feel free to pop back in to enjoy that. Thank you so much again. Have a really, really good rest of your day. Namaste.